Hawaii is a unique state for a lot of reasons, including its tropical climate and laid-back Pacific Island vibe. These islands are on the tops of huge volcanic mountains that stick out into the sea. They have a beautiful landscape that ranges from the stark lunar surface of the Kilauea volcano to lush green forests full of exotic flowers. With our list of the 15 best things to do in Hawaii, you can learn about the islands and the best places to go. However, before we begin our countdown, we would greatly appreciate it if you would subscribe to our YouTube channel and also press the bell icon. Let's get started. Number 15. Pearl Harbor and U.S. Arizona Memorial, Oahu. Pearl Harbor is a national historic landmark and an active military base. It has a place in history because of the attack on the U.S. Arizona in 1941, which killed 1,177 servicemen. The site is now home to several attractions that are part of the World War II Valor in the Pacific Monument. One of these is the U.S. Arizona Memorial, which floats above the wreckage of the sunken ship, parts of which can be seen sticking out of the water. A tour of the memorial is free, but because it is so popular, it is best to make a reservation. The Pearl Harbor Visitor Center is free to get into, and is where tours start. One tour takes people to the Pacific Aviation Museum on Ford Island, where they can see World War II planes and artifacts and use a flight simulator to land an airplane on an aircraft carrier. The U.S. Oklahoma, U.S. Utah, and the battleship U.S. Missouri, whose deck can be toured, are some of the other things to see. Number 14. Napali Coast State Wilderness Park, Kauai. Some of the most beautiful places in the world are in the Napali Coast State Wilderness Park on the island of Kauai. These were made famous by the movie Jurassic Park, which showed a dramatic coastline with cliffs that seemed to ripple and the Wall of Tears. On Mount Waialeo, which got its name from the way hundreds of waterfalls flow down the sides of the mountain. Some of the best ways to see the scene are to get there by boat, or to take a helicopter tour and see it from the air. The Kalala Trail is for experienced hikers. It is 11 miles long, goes through 5 valleys, and takes a full day to hike each way. Number 13. Volcanoes National Park, Hawaii. Volcanoes National Park is on the Big Island of Hawaii. It gives visitors a unique, up-close look at an active volcano system, where lava seeps out of cracks in the ground. Cooled lava rock, both old and new, has shaped the landscape around here. It has flowed over roads to show how strong it is. Kilauea, the main part of the park, has been active in recent years. In January 2021, it erupted and made a lava lake. Visitors should know that parts of the park are closed when there are earthquakes that could be dangerous. There are many things to see and do in the park, such as the Thurston Lava 2, the Devastation Trail, and the Halima Crater, which is still steaming. During the most active times, tourists may feel earthquakes, hear the boom of gas emissions, or even see a column of ash rise into the air. Number 12. Haleakala National Park, Maui. Haleakala National Park is on the island of Maui and has access to the dormant Haleakala volcano, which is over 10,000 feet tall. From the top, you can see the whole island, and the sunrise is especially beautiful. The exposed dormant crater looks like the moon, while other parts of the park are covered in subtropical rainforests where endangered species live. Visitors can explore the park's many hiking trails on their own or sign up for ranger-led tours. Those who are feeling brave can even spend the night in the park, which is surrounded by one of Hawaii's most beautiful landscapes. Number 11. Waikiki Beach and Diamond Head State Monument, Oahu. The most popular place to visit in Hawaii is Waikiki, which has a beautiful beach right on the water. Waikiki is a popular place to stay, eat, shop, and have fun. It is a suburb of Honolulu. The surfboard-shaped historical markers on the Waikiki Historic Trail were inspired by Duke Kahanamoku, who was born in Waikiki and won an Olympic gold medal in swimming and loved to surf. The Waikiki Beach Walk is a boardwalk with cafes and entertainment spots all along it. Most of the restaurants and shops in the area are on Kuio and Kalakaua Avenues. At the end of the crescent-shaped beach is the Diamond Head State Monument, which stands out on the coast. It used to be a key spot for the island's coastal defense. It's a steep climb to the top, where you'll find old bunkers and an artillery control station. The views are worth the effort. Number 10. Halawa Valley, Molokai. Halawa Valley on the island of Molokai is thought to be the oldest settlement in Hawaii. A tsunami in the 1940s caused a lot of damage to the village, but a small number of people still live there. The valley has lush tropical rainforests, a dramatic landscape, and cascading waterfalls that are almost completely unspoiled by people. The best way to see the valley is on a tour led by Philip and Greg Solatorio, a father and son who are one of the few families still living in the Halawa Valley. In addition to a guided hike to Mo'ula Falls, visitors will learn about the area's unique history and traditional Hawaiian culture. Number 9. Waipio Valley Lookout, Hawaii. The lookout over Waipio Valley is one of the most beautiful places on the Big Island of Hawaii. The fertile valley is surrounded by green cliff walls and opens up to the ocean, where white waves and blue water meet the black sand beach. Some of the best hiking in the state can be found in Waipio Valley. And many of the trails are good for people who have never been hiking before. Local guides offer horseback riding tours of the valley for an extra special experience that lets you see the sights from a different point of view. Number 8. Polynesian Cultural Center, Oahu. The Polynesian Cultural Center is on the island of Oahu, which is less than an hour's drive from Honolulu. The center shows the culture and daily life of the Polynesian Islanders in Hawaii, Tahiti, the Marquesas Islands, Tonga, Samoa, and Fiji, as well as the Maoris in New Zealand. Through music, dance, craft demonstrations, and games, each of these places is represented by a section of the center. Many of the performers are from the islands they represent, so the show feels very real. Guests can take a tour of the building during the day or see a show at night. Number 7. Mauna Kea, Hawaii. The tropical paradise below Mauna Kea, the highest mountain in Hawaii, is a world away. Mauna Kea is on the Big Island of Hawaii. The summit, which can only be reached in a 4WD vehicle, is often very cold and has snow in the winter. The Mauna Kea Observatory is a working research center that lets people visit during the day. From the Visitor Information Station, the 6-mile trail goes up 13,800 feet to the summit. Only experienced hikers should try to get there. Evening stargazing programs at the Visitor Center, which is about 9,200 feet above sea level, are popular with both tourists and locals. Number 6. Kauai's Botanical Gardens. The island of Kauai has earned the moniker of Garden Isle due to the natural abundance of lush greenery and different flora that can be found on the island. In addition to the vast stretches of unspoiled wilderness, the island of Kauai is home to a number of outstanding botanical gardens. These gardens highlight the island's long history as a haven for unique and beautiful plant life. Allerton Garden, located on the island of Kauai, is considered to be the most breathtaking of all of the island's botanical areas. This garden is famous not only for its breathtaking blooms, but also for its extensive collection of palm trees and fruit trees. Its most easily known features are the fig trees, which, thanks to the exposure of some of their roots, are responsible for the dramatic settings that have been used in movies like Jurassic Park. It is also possible for guests to schedule a trip that will take them to the nearby McBride Garden. Visitors should allow at least 3 hours to completely explore the garden. The Princeville Botanical Gardens are a facility that is operated by a family, and they cultivate a wide range of exotic flowers, plants that are used for medical purposes, and plants that are used to produce food. Take advantage of the garden's guided tours to observe cocoa trees, beautiful flora, and active beehives, all while gaining knowledge about various plant species. Tours also include sampling of both raw and processed cacao, as well as honey made from the nectar of the tropical flowers. Number 5. Waimea Canyon State Park, Kauai. The Waimea Canyon on the island of Kauai is frequently referred to as the Grand Canyon of the Pacific due to its similarity in size and appearance to the Grand Canyon. The canyon is more than 10 miles long, drops down to a depth of 3,600 feet, and in some places is a mile wide. This thrilling performance can be appreciated to its fullest extent from the principal lookouts, Pu'Kapel and Pu'Hinahina. Rock strata of varied colors and a number of breathtaking waterfalls can be found dotting the landscape of the canyon. It is possible to take a guided tour along one of the many difficult hiking trails or a rafting tour that explores the river below. In addition, the nearby Koki State Park features other trails that are suitable for hikers of varying experience levels. Number 4. Hana Road, Maui. Hana Road, also known as Hana Highway, is a picturesque stretch of highway on the island of Maui that extends for 52 miles and makes its way from Pia through verdant forests and along the coast to the outlying town of Hana. Hana Road is formerly known as Hana Highway. This trip is well worth taking due to the beautiful scenery along the route, the activities available along the way, as well as the opportunity to stop in the town itself. Numerous hiking trails, waterfalls, picturesque vistas, and beaches are some of the attractions that may be found along the route. Because of its position, which is somewhat remote from the rest of the island, Hana has been able to preserve a more authentic version of Hawaiian culture than the other towns on the island. Number 3. Papohaku Beach Park, Molokai. On the main islands of Hawaii, it can be extremely difficult to find a stretch of sandy beach that is devoid of other people who are sunbathing, swimming, or participating in other types of water sports. Papohaku Beach is a stretch of white sand that is 3 miles long and 100 yards broad, and there are rarely more than a handful of people on the beach at any given time. Those who are looking for solitude can find it on the island of Molokai. At the westernmost tip of the island is a stretch of beach that extends for more than 20 acres. And at the northernmost point of the beach is Papohaku Beach Park, where guests will find facilities. The beach does not have any lifeguards. However, there are public facilities, showers, and picnic areas available for use by guests. Those who plan to swim or play in the water should exercise extreme caution and pay attention to both the posted signs and the conditions of the river. Number 2. Maui Ocean Center, Maui. Visitors to the Maui Water Center have the opportunity to have an up-close look at what lies beneath the surface of the ocean and gain knowledge about the diverse marine species and ecosystems that surround the Hawaiian Islands. The enormous living reefs serves as the highlight of the aquarium and is home to more than 40 different varieties of Pacific coral, as well as thousands of fish. The open ocean exhibit encompasses a total volume of 750,000 gallons and provides guests with the opportunity to go through an underwater tunnel while being surrounded by various species of marine life, such as sharks and stingrays. The Turtle Lagoon at the facility is another popular location, and visitors may book behind-the-scenes encounters to watch the turtles being fed. Number 1. Kona Coffee Living History Farm, Hawaii. The Kona Coffee Living History Farm is the only living history farm in the country that is committed to the preservation of the history and customs associated with coffee farming. Interpreters dressed in period garb can be seen moving about the grounds, engaged in activities such as food preparation and farming chores, and they are more than willing to answer any questions visitors may have. You are welcome to wander around the plantation, which is still operating and producing coffee. If you're lucky, you'll see a Kona Nightingale there. In addition, visits of modern Kona coffee manufacturers are available, such as the plantation excursions offered by Hula Daddy and the roasting facility tours presented by Mountain Thunder Plantation. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, then don't forget to subscribe to our channel to find out more about your dream destinations. There are more links below about travel tips and so many more. Let us know your thoughts and suggestions for our next video in the comments below.